Hi Virgo. Happy late December. Sorry I'm late. So this reading, instead of being a December reading, I'm going to do the rest of December, the rest of 2019, this decade, and then we're going to go into 2020 and do a quick one card preview for each month, and we're going to talk about that. And then at the end, I'm going to do an oracle message. Cool. All right, Virgos, take a deep breath for me. Jesus. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with the Leo, some of you could be dealing with the Cancer, but either way, so this can be one of two things. It could be a job or it could be a person, like a relationship or some kind of like business partnership or something along those lines. Apply it to your life. You know how this goes. So you have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is not taking action. This is kind of being scared to move forward with something. This is clarified by the Two of Cups and the Devil in reverse. So again, this can go a couple different directions. You're either scared to move forward with some kind of romantic gesture towards someone, or you are too scared to initiate like a divorce or a breakup with someone, or you are afraid to either start or break some kind of professional bond, is what I'm seeing. I think this directly correlates to, it's not just like a relationship or a job, but it directly correlates to your passion in life, because we have the Devil here, which is Capricorn energy, and that's your fifth house. We also, the bottom of your deck is the Strength card, which is Leo, which rules the fifth house in general. So there's a lot of fifth house energy coming up, and fifth house energy has to deal with your passion, your creativity, childlike mentality. It could deal with children in general. So there's a step that you need to take that you know is going to benefit your fifth house energy. You know it's going to help you feel more alive in that sense. It's going to help you feel a lot more enthusiastic and passionate about your life. But because of all that, it kind of scares you a little bit. So it's preventing you from moving forward with it. If anything, it's making you really, really overthink something to the point where you can look at something like this, but you can think yourself into oblivion and make it into this. When it's really supposed to be really bright and beautiful, you think of all the negative ways that it could turn negative, or you can think of all the ways that it could become something that can be restricting or hindering. But I'm seeing that you really need to take, have some more faith in yourself and have some more faith in the universe. If you're watching this video, then that means you're spiritual on some level, right? So really practice having faith in the universe and having faith that whatever you invest your energy into, if it's something that is really good for you, like that this is something that can really help you out. Like if you want to play guitar or you want to create music, but that's not the most financially viable thing to do, think of it in a way that is not tied to money. So if you know that you love playing guitar, then try playing guitar just for fun, like at least once a week, so then you don't lose it, right? It doesn't have to be, you have to make a career out of being a musician, otherwise you're going to fail as a human. It's like, no, you can have your day job and then you can have your art. So yeah, this is a really big reading for artists. So if you're a Virgo artist, definitely stick around. All right, let's get into the rest of the year, or well, next year, 2020. All right, Virgo, take a deep, deep breath. All right, Virgos, January. It's like you guys are aching to start something, but your mind is making you stop. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose. And I don't edit my readings, so sorry, because that's staying in there. But anyway, all right, Virgos, so in January, you have the Chariot. So for some of you, you could be getting a new car. That's just for some of you. That's what I heard. Some of you guys could be getting a new car. For others of you, you could be getting started on this thing that makes you a little bit nervous, but you know it's for your emotional benefit. And you know it's going to be really nurturing to your inner child. It's going to be nurturing to your soul. So you're going to at least give it a try in January. In February, you have the Two of Wands in reverse. So you beginning to do the thing, the start of this thing, makes you anxious because then it makes you think about everything going forward. So at least before, you didn't have to think about all this stuff because you didn't start it. You didn't do the thing. You didn't open the door. But now that you've opened the door, you've opened the door to all the possibilities, and your mind goes down that route of literally all the possibilities and all the possibilities of those possibilities. And again, you're putting yourself into this I don't want to move forward energy because it's too overwhelming. In March, you can see the tangible results, but you're still moving really, really slow. You're being really, really cautious. So this is, I see this as like a back and forth energy. So it's kind of like you go and then you don't go. And then you go really slowly. And then eventually, in April, you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So this feeling of I have to be in control of everything all the time, the feeling of false security, you're letting go of that idea. You're finally starting to see that maybe whatever it is that you're putting forward into motion, even though you're going a little slow, it's okay. You realize that you don't have to think this way anymore, which is great. You realize that, oh, I really am the co-creator of my world and I can make it look however I want. So maybe I don't need to always be worried about this thing, or I don't need to always be working all the time because I need to really make time for my other stuff. So again, I'm just going to keep using guitar as an example because it could be anything, right? But again, like I can work and I can work on my music. Cool. Again, it's that back and forth energy though, because you have, I just want to show it together just so then it's not like a definitive thing. But in May, you have the King of Pentacles in reverse. In June, you have the Knight of Cups upright. So there will be a period where you might have to sacrifice some monetary things. And I know that scares you guys. So I don't want you to freak out because I want you to see that what comes afterwards is emotional fulfillment. Yeah. So I know, like the King of Pentacles looks and sounds better on paper than the Knight of Cups. Because one, this is a king, and two, it's pentacles. It's what you would prefer. You don't want to be a Knight of Cups. You want to be a King of Pentacles. However, this King of Pentacles is upside down. So in this case, do you want to be upside down or do you want to be right side up? Especially because you guys have emotions too. All right. I know you want to rationalize and think about your emotions to the point where you don't feel them anymore, but you're human. Sorry. You have to acknowledge the emotional part of you. And I think that's what June is going to be. June is going to, it's going to test you. Everyone's getting tested in 2020 and it's a big test too. So I don't want you to think of this lightly. It's going to test you because Virgos, you guys are earth signs. So you guys are about your money, you're about the physical realm, and it's very hard for you to get in touch with your emotions sometimes. No shade, I'm just letting you know. But in June, your emotions and your faith in the universe when it comes to your money and your physical surroundings, it will be tested. The universe is asking you to trade in some monetary gain for emotional fulfillment. And it's up to you which road you choose, because you can choose to stick with the monetary gain, but it doesn't look very happy or fulfilling for you. And it's not really going to be easy either. Like you'll have your money, but you're always going to have to be working for it constantly, and it's going to be hard work. It's not easy work, it's hard work, okay? On the other hand, this is light, easy, super breezy, right? You are emotionally fulfilled, you're happy. You might feel like you're not a king, like you're not leveled up, but at least you're moving forward and you're upright and you're happy. So, weigh it out however you want, but that's what I'm seeing. In July, if you follow through with this Knight of Cups energy, you will still become a king. Look, you got the King of Wands, and look, he's upright. So there are different forms of royalty. You don't have to just be a King of Pentacles, because you can also be the King of Wands. I know it's not your preferred element to be in, but I think it would do you some good to be upright for this year rather than be upside down. So, and because you guys are already earth signs, right? This is a chance for you to become versatile. So you already have earth under your belt. You don't need to stay where you're comfortable, especially if you're going to be upside down. You have earth under your belt. You already have the pentacles. Now try to take the time to understand the cups energy more. And when you understand the cups energy, it's going to bring you to the wands energy. So not only, because money, you can always figure out, right? But emotional fulfillment, it's a rare thing and it's very hard to work through. And once you do that, you can find your inner passion, things that really light your fire inside and that could possibly bring you back to the King of Pentacles, like upright. Because if you're not happy, your money's not going to be happy. If you're not healthy, your money's not going to be healthy. You understand? So this is a chance for you. In the summertime is when I'm seeing this. In the summertime, you are going to have to really have faith in the universe, give up some kind of monetary or physical gain in order to reach emotional fulfillment. And once you do that and you reach emotional fulfillment, you will reach this King of Wands energy where you are still a king. You're on your throne. You're just in a different element, but at least you're versatile, right? So you don't have to do that, but that's what I'm seeing. That's the payoff I'm seeing. In August, you have the Six of Swords. So for a lot of you, I do see you moving away from this King of Pentacles in reverse thing. I think you've finally made the decision, or you've made the realization that money isn't everything, especially when your health and your happiness is at risk. So I do see a lot of you guys leaving at the end of summer, whatever this King of Pentacles energy is. But it is going to make you anxious, and it is going to make you think a lot, because this is August, this is September, and this is October. So I'm showing you all these at once because I don't want you to get stuck on this Nine of Swords energy. I'm not going to tell you to avoid it. Feel what you need to feel, but that's the key word. Feel what you need to feel. Don't just think about what you need to feel, okay? I think the Six of Swords is a good energy because you've decided you don't need something anymore, or you can be okay without something. And so you're moving on. But then, of course, there might be a little bit of time where you're just like, did I make the right decision? Did I do the right thing? Oh my God, did I just fuck myself over? What do I do? Should I go back? Should I do something new? Or should I just go back to my comfort zone? So in the fall, after you leave this thing in the summer, you're going to feel a little bit like, oh my God, did I do the right thing? But it's a phase. So that's why I wanted to hold it up, because even though there's a lot of swords here, there's a lot of anxiety. Eventually, he's going to be able to juggle his thoughts and understand that his thoughts are exterior of him, right? So it's kind of like I see this as thoughts and emotions, but it's outside of his body. He's juggling both of them, and he's trying to rationalize. But try not to go back on yourself too much, because you've already made the decision, and the reason why you made that decision is because you knew that it was the better one. And in November, you have the Fool. So all of this overthinking, all of this stuff that you had to do in 2020 to move away from that King of Pentacles in reverse in order to acquire the King of Wands, this is that feeling of inspiration I was talking to you about. This is that new breath of fresh air. It's the new wave of just, I want to experience life rather than just think about life or analyze life. This is what you're going to be feeling in November. Oops. Excuse me, that was my alarm. So it's going to end well, but you have to trust the universe. You have to trust your decisions in moving forward and not look back. Okay, so this is complete and utter faith in the universe. At the end of your reading in December, you have the Four of Wands in reverse. So again, this is an upheaval of your structure and stability because of your own hand. This is you restructuring what it is that you know and you changing your foundation. So this isn't an external force coming in and fucking shit up for you. This is you actively changing your space. So it could be, you renovating your home, you moving on from something, but I really do think this is a restructuring of your foundation because of what happened here. The bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor. And then under that, you have the Three of Swords. So this change is going to make you, again, anxious. It's going to make you feel kind of uneasy. But the reward is independence. It's the Emperor. It's the I know exactly what I have to do card. It's the I did what I have to do, regardless of other people's feelings and stuff. So it can be a little bit inconsiderate. But this is also more of the card of autonomy is what I want to highlight. So you guys have to be autonomous. Don't let other people sway you if you know that you need to move forward in something. Don't let money rule your mind, because that's not going to end well for you. I'm not trying to say that to scare you. I'm just saying that you have two king energies. So it really is your choice whether or not you pick to be the King of Pentacles in reverse or the King of Wands upright. Again, that's coming at the end of May, beginning of summer. You're going to have to make a big decision, okay? But a lot of it is going to require your faith. So this is something that you haven't really flexed before, a muscle you haven't flexed before, because you guys are very analytical, you're very detail oriented, and you want to pay attention to the reality of things, the pentacle things, the physical things. But this is something that is beyond that. So you're really going to have to extend your faith of the universe outwards so then you can receive the things that are coming in. But again, faith is a big, big theme for you guys. Faith in the universe, faith in yourself. Okay, so I'm going to pull one last card. It's going to be an oracle message for Virgos. Look deeper. Don't allow age, stagnation, or negative conditions stop you from learning and growing. The reality that you feared may not exist. What did I say? Look deeper to understand the true source of your feelings, and you may discover the real reason behind what is. So yeah, this is going to be a huge transformation of how you feel about yourself and your capabilities. Don't let fear or anxiety stop you. They will always be there if you need them, but your reality is much more important, and it requires your immediate attention. Okay, Virgo? So I wish you all a wonderful rest of the year, rest of the decade, rest of the month, and I'll see y'all next year. Bye.